Welcome, everybody, to the JJ and Pug Show. It is December 10th, 2025, which means we might do one more show before it's 2026. 2026, recording from the Highland Communities Podcast Studios. And this is something we haven't done in a while. Tell me what you think of this one.
Started out like a commercial.
Didn't think of that before, but now you say that, I can see it. All right.
The sinking feeling sets. It feels just like a hole inside your chest. I know.
I don't know if I like the voice.
You're not liking the voice?
I don't know.
So we've done a song by this band before.
I know it's hard. You're feeling like you're trapped, but that's how you
It's very 2007 punk rockish.
I hear that. I can see where you're coming from. I'm going to let it go for just a little bit more before I start pulling the volume down.
Very early Panic at the Disco feel.
So the band is called Set It Off. The song is called Why Worry. And we did a song before. It was called, I think it was Werewolf or something like that.
Oh, that's not the same band.
No,
Wait,
it wasn't Werewolf, but it's the same band that
Yeah.
did a song like that. I know we did it last year.
we did
around
Motionless in
Halloween.
White.
We did that one.
And
that
that's
one's freaking awesome.
Yeah, Werewolf does Motionless.
Yeah,
Or,
I gotta
Motionless,
find out
yeah.
what it's not Werewolf then. That's probably the reason why it was stuck in my head as Werewolf, because of that Motionless in White song.
Oh, I love that song.
All right, hold on. I go back here. I gotta find out what this other one was. Why Worry? It's always on my suggested songs next because I listen to it so often. Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. That's what it is. Anyway, it's pretty solid.
It's not bad. It's just very, very like.
It's very much a millennial band
Yeah, for sure.
because this is. I love this part. I love that part. Anyway, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Not of everything they do, because honestly, not all of it's very good. But there's a couple songs that I'm like, yeah, this is really good. I really like this. All right. What are your thoughts on Lane Kiffin leaving Ole Miss to go to LSU?
I think it's kind of messed up that didn't Ole Miss not let him coach? They're not letting him coach in the bowl game. Dude, he's the reason you're there. Like, come on, the guy's just making moves for himself. I get it, like to an extent of like the university being like, screw you, but you wouldn't be in a bowl game if it wasn't for him coaching. So maybe you just let him go out, like be like it's almost like we're mad, so we're gonna stomp our feet and we're not gonna let you in the bowl game.
So I had the exact same initial thought as you, and then I started to think about it a little bit more. My immediate thought was, or my secondary thoughts were, well, Ole Miss is probably looking into saying, if we let him continue to coach, he's going to be around our team for another month and a half. And that's that much longer for him to convince those players to transfer to
portal.
LSU.
That's why I hate the transfer
I hate
portal.
the transfer portal.
There's no loyalty anymore.
No. And
we've talked about this.
it's honestly, college sports has been ruined across the board. Because
Bring
of
the
transfer
NIL. I'm good with. I'm good with all
Yeah.
NIL stuff. But the transfer portal where you can just swap because you don't like your
Every
team or coach
single
every year and not have a punishment of sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
To me, it's like, I don't mind players being able to transfer because sometimes you do make a bad choice in the first, like 18-year-old out of high school picks the first place he goes to. Maybe after the first year realizes, you know what? This isn't great for me. I probably should have gone somewhere else. Someone else comes in and says, hey, come over here. One-time transfer, 100% on board. 100% on board. Let that guy get out to the next place. Probably needs a little time of seasoning, a little education, a little maturing. Finally figures out where he needs to be. Totally fine with that. But the fact that it's every single year is free agency in college sports across the board, not just football, is a real problem. It's a real problem.
I don't like it.
Going back to the Lane Kiffin thing, I've heard the argument, the reason why all these coaches always keep taking these jobs down to LSU is because it's the best place to be able to win a national championship. When's the last time they won a national championship?
Joe Burrow
And Ed Orgeron. Ed Orgeron. Was he a highly coveted head coach?
No.
No. As seen by the fact that he got fired by LSU, he's still not coaching. So why is it that LSU is the place you got to go to win a national championship? Could Lane Kiffin not do that at Ole Miss, where they are currently in the college football playoff, and LSU is not?
It's got to be. It's all about money.
It is.
That's all it comes down to. They can say what they want. It's all about money.
So I listen to Todd McShay, huge college football guy. His podcast, I listen to it all the time. And his thing was saying that Ole Miss was going to match Lane Kiffin's payment. Like, they would have paid Lane Kiffin what he got paid over at LSU. But the difference is LSU was willing to pay the players way more. They have a much larger, we'll call it free agency bank to be able to tap for the freaking transfer portal every single offseason. And coaches leaving programs to go to new programs is nothing new. Happens every single year, right? It's not new. So that is not so much the problem.
Coaches have never had loyalty.
Yes, never, right? The ones that do are rare.
Yeah.
So rare.
Well, they're dynasty type.
Yes, they are so rare.
Nick Saban.
No, Nick Saban jumped.
No, but he's at Alabama for a long time.
But I think once you get to an Alabama, an Ole Miss, not Ole Miss, an Alabama, an Ohio State, a Michigan, probably a few others we could sprinkle in there. Those are the jobs that once you get there, you cling to. You don't go to the next job unless you were kicked out of that job, right?
Right.
So I don't really put Nick Saban in that because Nick Saban won a national champion at LSU. Didn't stay. He went to the NFL, failed, and then came back to Alabama, and that's where he stayed.
Why do you think a lot of college coaches aren't successful in the NFL?
I have two things that I think. One, most importantly, NFL players are professionals. They're not kids out of high school. These are guys that already have families. Their interests are in the money, right? They need to be able to provide for them and the generations after them. So when a coach comes in, like if I say tyrannical, that's probably too strong a word, but as a king in the kingdom type coach who says, you do what I say because I'm the coach, they're not going to listen, right? That's not what they're there for. Unless you as a coach can actually help them and actually push them to another level with strategies that make sense or that are above and beyond what they've been getting, they're not going to listen to you, right?
So you think the NFL as a head coach, you're more of a boss, not a coach?
Yeah. I think
in college, it's still you can coach kids. Does that make sense?
Yes. But I also think it has a lot to do with in college, you are getting kids. You're getting kids to come to college. And those kids are looking at you as more like the father type figure, looking to be led into a different direction. Once they get to the NFL, unless it's like a rookie, maybe a phenom who only played 3 years in college, most of them are already pretty well established in who they think they are. They're still going to obviously evolve over time because, crap, dude, are you the same person you were when you were 23 years old?
No.
Not at all, right?
Sometimes I wonder where they get their style from, though. You ever see these guys when they show up to games?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Okay.
Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams. Who are you, dude?
It's not even about that. You know what? It's the little things for me, bro. Like, why if maybe it's because they either give it to them or they just have so much money it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Why would you, as a male, have a Louis Vuitton suitcase? I don't get it. Like, I get it. I come from nothing dirt. Like, maybe that's just a thing, but I'm like, I feel like a Nike bag would be just as good. Like, I don't understand.
Listen to this. This was my first introduction to Louis Vuitton. Had no idea what that was before my mission. I'm in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Pine Bluff, Arkansas is a very, I'm trying to think of a politically correct way of saying this. It's a ghetto place. Super high crime rate.
Everybody knows exactly what you meant.
Okay. High crime rate, high homicide rate. In fact, when I was there, the homicide rate was in top 10 in the nation, which is scary. I'll say this, never felt scared once. Everybody there, incredibly nice to me, had a great time. But there were two brothers there, literal brothers, by the way, like blood brothers. So these blood brothers,
pun intended,
had these old classic Chevy Caprice. And then when I say classic, that's not a classic to literally anybody outside of a very small section of the world. But like a 1986, right? Soft tops. The soft tops were Louis Vuitton. I had no idea what that was. I was like, why do you guys have these designs on top of your cars? Because obviously they'd spend a lot of money in their cars. Super nice rim. This was back in the day when you had 22-inch rims, right? The size of the rims was the only thing that mattered. Yeah. It did not matter how quickly you went through tires.
Such a better time.
Oh, dude, it was such a great time. But I remember being like, what the crap is that? I don't know. Well, why do you have these weird symbols on there? Like, Louis Vuitton, dog? I was like, I don't know what that means. And so that was my introduction. I think it has 100% to do with the cultural thing. It's status symbol.
I'm like, I don't understand why. Like, I just see these guys walking past at the Cardinal games. I'm like, why are you not just in like like maybe get a Samsonite roller? You know what I mean? Like something cool.
Simple.
Like you're like, oh yeah, but no, they've got these Louis Vuitton bags with like $100 bill designs and like I guess like a cartoon jaw. And I'm like, what? I wonder how much that bag costs you, bro. Like, why? What's in there?
Dude, it is a good question because how many do you think these guys are actually buying them or how much do you think is just provided to them?
And that's, I mean, Dude, if you've ever been around any kind of D1, it starts at Division 1. I was just talking to a lady at the game about it. Is these kids get spoiled from such a young age, especially going to D1 scholarship football. Like they are treated like such royalty. This is why they get themselves in trouble, because they feel like they're exempt from everything.
Yeah,
because they're given everything.
That way.
They're treated like kings, and it's like, bro, you play football, you ain't nothing special, dude. You're not. Now you're a great football player, but you ain't no king.
Yeah, unless
they
you're
treat
a great
like
person, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they just you're just like, why do you have that? Why? Well, dude, one guy walked past, dude, he's a young kid. He had to be 20, 21, he probably was a rookie, I'd imagine, right? Young black kid, dressed like an old man, bro. The old man shoes, high water pants. He had like a corduroy green jacket over his shirt and tie. I'm like,
very nice.
What? I mean, like, I was like, I don't get it. I just don't get it,
that's
dude.
the thing that I have to like just put my hands up and say, I don't get it.
Bro, Matthew Stafford walks right by me. You would never even know he plays football.
I was just saying, he's probably wearing sweats.
He looks like a guy that's got 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just rolling in. He's got jeans and a T-shirt on, like hat. He's just like, what up, guys?
Oh, with that being said, speaking of a guy with 5 kids, how about the guy that's got like 12 kids? You hear about this one?
Kevin Hart, or not? What's his name? Hang on, Tyreek Hill. We already know.
Oh, no. No, that's not what I was going to talk about. No, I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, how did I forget his? I can see his face right now. Played for the Chargers for forever. For Phillip Rivers.
Oh yeah,
Phillip Rivers is coming out of retirement, 44 years old.
I love how the memes are flying about how they pull him out. Didn't even look at Colin Kaepernick when they pull out 40.
Oh, dude, there's so many. I saw like that NFL memes on Instagram. Like, dude. That's a good follow,
dude. The last time he played, they were Zoom a conference, news conferences because of what was going on with the Rona. It's all news. Yeah. It was all Zoom. So he's like, wow. He walked in. He goes, wow, no Zoom, huh? It's like a joke. But they're like, he's out of shape. He's got a bell. I'm like, hey, buddy, 44. You can still sling it. Sling it, bro.
I think he's been coaching high school football for his oldest kid. By the way, they were saying this. His oldest kid is older than the youngest quarterback in the quarterback room of the Indianapolis Colts that he just joined. Dude. He is literally old enough to be that kid. Riley Leonard is his name. I think he played at Notre Dame last year. He is old enough to be his father. That's freaking crazy, dude.
Notre Dame. What a joke.
Oh, okay. We're jumping all over the place.
I know, but that you just like, wow.
I can't believe the level of take my ball and go home attitude. Dude, you want to talk about some stuck-up brat attitude.
Dude, it's so...
I can't... Okay, for anybody who does not know, Notre Dame finished the season 10-2, correct? Most positive was 10-2, just on the bubble of possibly making it into the college football playoff, which is a 12-team playoff. And there's a committee that selects those teams. Now, the team that made it in ahead of them was Miami, also 10-2. Now, what's the difference between them? Miami beat Notre Dame head-to-head in the regular season. Yeah. They played. Notre Dame lost to Miami.
One of the 2 losses.
One of the 2 losses was to Miami. Now, Miami went and lost to 2 pretty inferior teams in conference play. But the difference is Notre Dame has no conference. They have an independent schedule. They play who they schedule. And their schedule was garbage. Like, the best win they had was against USC. And USC was average by their standards.
Yeah.
So Notre Dame says, oh, we didn't get into the college football playoff. We are not participating in this year's bowl season. Oh my gosh!
Which you screw the players.
I know.
Like these kids have worked their butt off to all like their life to play in a bowl game in college.
Now, my guess is the players probably said yes, but this is where again they are kids. This is where you, as the coach and administration, you say, "No, guys, we had a really good season. We could finish. You could still play in the Holiday Bowl. Go spend a weekend in San Diego and be pampered." Dude, these the Bulls, they give the players a bunch of crap.
They get a bonus.
Yes.
They get bonuses. They get spending money. They get all kinds of stuff when they play. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, dude. I just couldn't believe that they felt like that was the right move to make.
Did you see the reel going around of when it's like Notre Dame when the players and Rudy are putting the jerseys down for the coach? Like the current players at Notre Dame, this is for the bowl game. That's
awesome. That's funny. So good. Dude, I really could not believe that Notre Dame was so entitled. Like that is a level of brat attitude I don't understand. Yeah. I could never understand that. And for them to think they were justified in it.
I mean, like, how does your fan base not go through the roof? Like, how does your administration not be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, hold up. You're passing on a possibility because you get money. The Bulls pay you.
Yeah.
You get paid,
and
to
the
be
university
there.
gets money. Like
That's
it's
what I mean.
all like
That's what I mean. The administration's missing out on this.
I don't
extra
think they'll
money.
be out. I think they'll get in. I think they're still going to play.
I don't think they're going to. And I think it's because I saw the bowl schedule has been like settled. Because I mean, bowls start like next week.
Dude, we are so far into 2026. It's stupid.
I know, dude. It honestly feels like,
Dude, your little boy's going to be one here.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know, dude. He's sitting up. He's almost crawling. Like, oh, dude, it is. You want to know how fast time will fly? Have a baby, and then when they realize, oh my gosh, there's almost one. Like, I where did this year go?
It's because your first year it sucks. Like you're just in like a trying to figure it out. You've got such life going on. There's just days. Just some days get long, but all of a sudden the months just kind of leave, and you're like, oh, here we are in May, June, July, August.
And especially with the newborn, because you have to be watching out for like every month. There's a new thing they're supposed to be doing. So like you're looking for that thing, and then when they do, you're like, "Holy crap! Now are we looking for the next thing?"
He's gonna be walking soon.
I know, dude. We're actually pulling that off, like really, because we don't want to be dealing with a toddler walking around the house, opening up all the cupboards, getting into everything that you forgot to lock.
There's so much fun though at that age.
I know. In fact, me and Shalay were just having the conversation because Rhea is about to turn 5. Right?
She's gonna be such a handful for
dude.
you guys.
She is now.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine what's worse it can be. But it's like we were saying this, like at what point? Because she was sick the other day. And she was she fell asleep in the family room watching TV, and you look at her like, oh man, that's so cute. You know, little baby girl falling asleep, like that's adorable. And we're like, at what point is that not cute anymore? And then Shalay's like, is it cute to see the twins asleep anymore? Like, no, it's not. And they'll be 9. So it's like, when do they lose that? When do they lose that? I'm cute because I'm asleep type stuff.
Sometimes though, like I mean, when I catch Allie asleep on the couch and she's just laying there, and you know she's just like it's just different. Cute.
It is different for sure.
That's all it is. It's not cute baby cute. It's just like you're happy they're home in your house, just cute,
proud dad stuff.
Yeah, like, but it's dude. Just wait, bro. I'm telling you, man. Wait till your kids, dude. Allie and Lexi, they literally talk crap to me so much. I feel like it's like I live with adults, bro. They're like potty mouth and stuff, dude. It's I'm like, listen, like Lexi, dude.
I especially believe that Alexi. I was just about. That's what I think. I was waiting for my end to say. I can see Allie teasing you. I can see Lexi literally talking crap.
Bro,
to you.
we were at the gym the other day, right? So I showed up. I was doing my own thing as I worked out late, and then her and Jenna show up, and they're doing their own thing. They're doing whatever workout.
Yeah.
And Lexi was doing something. She just her technique was. She was doing fine, but just I was like, hey. So I walk around like, hey, don't do this. Straighten your back, whatever. And dude, you would have thought like I just pissed in her Cheerios, bro. And then I'm like, I'm just helping you. And she's like, she glared at me. Dude, she glared at me so bad. The guy working out next to me is like, what'd you do? And I'm like, I'm just annoying my daughter.
I just happen to be your father.
I just happen to be her dad, and I'm breathing. So it's fine. And so I'm looking at like, what did I do wrong? And he looks at me too another time after that because she's still like, you know, and I'm like, she's a brat though, dude, but she's fun. But when
dude.
But when they get adult, when they get older, it's just, dude, it's so much fun. But they're like, I've always been allowed to like, I grew up non-religious, right? And so I could always swear in the house. After I turned about 15, 16, I could say whatever I want. I couldn't say the F word, and I could never swear at my parents in some kind of anger, right?
Right.
Especially my mom. My dad, too high to care. Didn't want to care. He was just my mom would hit me with a metal spoon if I smarted off too bad with her.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I've allowed my kids to kind of like, especially Allie. She's an adult. You say whatever you want. She doesn't say the F word. At least not that I hear, but I'm sure she says it. But Lexi, dude, she'll say some stuff, and I'm like, I told her last night, I'm like, okay, listen. You're pushing the envelope, like you're getting a little close. It's starting to go from funny to disrespectful, and I am not going to tolerate. And she's good about understanding, but it's just weird because you're having conversations with adults.
Yes.
And they live in your house, and you're like, not too long ago. But yet it's still like, they call me Fajer, right? I think I've talked about that before. Yeah. And they're like, but when they want something,
Powers
it's
3?
Yeah.
Is that where it comes from?
No, it's just Allie started it. Like they have me in their phone. They'll text me, hey Fajer, Fajar. What's
That's
up?
weird, because
they've never seen Austin Powers. They wouldn't know.
Really?
Yeah.
How they?
I don't know why. It's not because they're girls, bro. If they had boys, I'd raise them on that all day long. But they're girls.
No, I mean it's just funny. Where would you come up with Faja?
I don't know. That's
Austin Powers 3,
dude. She's literally that's what Allie started calling me that years ago, like Fajer, and now they'll be like Fajer, and then Lexi does this little when she wants something, and it's still adorable. Like because I look at her and she's got this face, and I'm like, there she is. There's the Rhea. She's 4 again, looking at you like she wants something, you know. But just wait, They're 9. Wait, dude, 13's going to come. And I'm curious to see the difference between Benton and your girl.
Kempsey?
Yeah, and Kempsey's, because they're boy and girl.
Yeah.
Like how much different that age and that space of life's going to be for them. Because I only know girls, right? But like to watch two of the same age of twins, right?
Yeah.
To go through something completely different at the same. It's just I'm curious to see how that's going to go.
Dude, I remember who I was talking to about this one, but this was really recently where we were talking about the twins. People are like, oh man, twins was retarded. I tell people all the time, twins is way easier than one. And it's still true to this day because Benson and Kempsey, almost 9, twin, boy and girl, are still like best buds. They almost never fight. Like it's crazy. They just get along. Like obviously siblings have arguments, right? Obviously, I'm not saying that they never
but they're best friends.
But they're best buddies.
Yep.
And the other day, Benson's telling me about how his friend was picking on her, and now he went up, hey, shut up. And I was like, yeah, right. You better be doing that, but you better be standing up for your sister. I don't care if it's your best friend doing it. And this is another conversation we had last night. He's telling me about one of his friends, and his friend like was picking on him or something like that. And Benton is pretty big for his age. You know, I don't know if he's going to end up being big. My dad's a big dude. Right. I am the short one of my dad's sons. So I'm hopeful, fingers crossed here, that he is going to be more like my dad and my other brothers. Maybe he won't be. Maybe he's going to be like me, in which case is fine. As long as he's not shorter than me. I don't want him to be shorter than me. That would feel very bad for him. But anyway, I tell him like, dude, you're bigger than. Don't let them do that to you. Stand up for yourself. I'm not saying pick a fight.
No.
Because that was a thing where he's like, well, Dad, you told me not to hit people. I'm like, I don't know. Don't pick a fight.
You don't hit people first.
Yeah. If someone is going to fight, you better be able to finish it.
Yep.
Or at least willing to. Mm-hmm. You better be willing to stand up for yourself. I don't want you to start the fight because then we'll have a conversation to have. Like, I'm going to have to talk to you about that. But if you have a friend that's picking on you, or even not worse, not a friend picking on you, you better stand right up and push them right back.
Yep.
They got to know that they can't mess with you. And then when that night, tell me later about the way that somebody else was picking on his sister, and he immediately stood up and told, hey, shut up. And I was like, yeah, good.
That's right.
Good.
That's the way it should be.
That's the way it should be. So then when we're having this conversation later, where I'm talking about if somebody's picking on you, he's like, what about if Rhea picks on me? I started laughing. I'm like, dude, she's your little sister. She can't pick on you.
Yeah.
Like it's impossible for her to be picking. She may be annoying you, but she's not picking on you.
Yeah,
dude.
that's what it is. She's just annoying you.
Yeah. That was like, no, you stand up for her too, no matter what. No matter what, you stand up for
big
those
brother.
girls.
You got to take care of everybody now.
Oh yeah, dude. And he is, like I said, he is big brother. When he goes to play football with kids his age, he's not the tallest one on his team. He's as tall as the tallest guys on the team, but he is definitely thicker.
Good.
And I hope it's not fat, right? But I make the kids, and I don't know. I'm not telling everybody to do this. I'm not telling everybody to do this, by the way. This is just what we do in my house. We wake up in the morning. The very first thing the kids do, they get dressed, and then they come out and they do a workout routine. Like, and it's not anything hard. It's they got to do 20 push-ups, they got to do 25 sit-ups, they got to do 20 burpees, and they got to do 3 pull-ups. It's nothing extreme.
It just keeps them active.
It's something to keep them active. Not only that, but it's also something to get them awake. And I also feel like if you can do those things at this age, like the video you just sent me.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty sad, huh?
Very sad. So, for anybody who doesn't know, JJ sent me this. Why do I always flip back and forth with him? Anyway, send me this video of, what was it?
So it's the average push-ups you could do as a male, based on your age group, right?
Yeah.
So it started
out with. I mean, they didn't say much of enough. I was like, is that in the United States? Is that worldwide? What is this?
They never do. It's just more of a like, okay, so from age 20 to 29, the average was like what?
20? It was extremely low.
It's like 20 something.
No, I want to say it was. Yeah, I think it was 29.
Yeah, and it was like on the high end, like you're excelling if you can do 35. If you're below standard, if you can do if you can't do more than 19. Yeah, stupid.
And I was just like, dude, that's bad. My son, I have to correct him on his form every once in a while because with little kids,
tired.
Well, that, but their hips are dipping and they're not really actually pushing up. They're just kind of swaying their hips up and down. It's like, no, come on, keep it back, flat and stuff like that. But I'm like, dude, my 8-year-old boy can do 20 push-ups. If you're in your mid-20s as a male and you can't do 20 push-ups?
There are so many people who think they can but can't.
Dude, this goes back to the whole, 1%, less than 1% of the population can bench press 225 pounds. And this is going to sound super arrogant, and I don't mean it to be. Because I've been doing that for so long, it's so hard for me to believe that's true.
I know, but but if you look around, and again, because it's all like if you go when you go to an actual commercial gym, you'll see it's the same people. It's not new people, right?
Yeah.
It's the same 50 people every time you go, right? It's not new people every day where you're seeing all these new faces. It's the same people. I can't wait. But it's just they can't, dude. It's nuts to think that 225 pounds is that much, but like. I don't even have to warm up for it, right? You're it's just part of your like.
That's my warm up. That's my first set.
There you go. Like we're doing this, but dude, some guys. But so for work, right? We had a testing process. Part of the application process is you got to be able to run 1.5 miles. You got to be able to do 30 push-ups, 35 sit-ups in a minute, and whatever 300-yard sprint, right?
So 30 push-ups and 35,
no.
or 30 push-ups
30
in a
push-ups,
minute.
No time limit.
Oh, no time limit.
35 sit-ups in a minute.
Okay.
300-yard sprint in 61 seconds and 1.5 minutes. You got to be able to run 1.5 miles. Okay, and you do it. You do it like you do.
So
push-ups.
1.5 miles just doesn't matter the time.
No, well, the 1.5 miles in 14:56 for a male.
Oh, geez.
15 something for a female. 15.
So essentially 15 minutes to get 6 laps.
Yes, which that is technically like it's funny because. Learned a lot about fitness, right? Like the 1.5 miles people train for when you're doing like 1.5 mile, 2 mile run, or like if you're training for a 5K, that is by definition, that's a sprint. That is not a long distance run, right? So too many people think I'm going to train for a 5K by running 3.1 miles. That's not going to help you. You need to be doing sprints, like run for 30 seconds, like at 80%. Walk for 1.5 minutes.
Oh, this is education to me.
And I've done this. I've had to do this because to become a PT instructor, right, for like a certified one for the state, you have to have better standards in that. So I had to run 1.5 miles in 13:30. So when I did the first original test, I was just outside. I did it in like 14 minutes. I was doing running 1.5 miles to get better for 1.5 miles. And the guy's like, nope. After I went through a week of school, he's like, dude, you can't. That's not. It's a modified sprint, is all it is. It's not a long distance run by definition. So you have to train. So I would for 4 weeks. I went 3 days a week, and I ran 8. So I ran 8 sets of 30-second sprint, minute and a half walk, 30-second sprint, and the sprint's not 100% because you couldn't do that. But I started with the first week was 6 times each time, and then I went to 8 the last 3, and I got my 1.5 mile time down to 12:30 something. Not doing anything different other than sprinting. So it's the same concept with like the 1.5 miles or the 3 or the 5K. Just you have to sprint to get it. That is
interesting. As I say, because all those things you said, the only thing that I'm not sure I could do is the 1.5 miles because I literally don't run. I don't run at all.
So what's funny is I haven't ran since I did the Ironman, right? The half Ironman, which is 13 miles. I did. And then I hadn't done anything for a year and like 4 months. And so this last March, they were like, hey, you want to go run a 5K for an event? I was like, sure. So I did it, and I ran it like a 9:15 pace. I'm like, bro, I haven't ran in like a year. Like, this is crazy. And then I went for a run on Thanksgiving Day because we were traveling to Sholo and back. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go run. And I ran, and I'm like, it's all mental. It's crazy how much because my legs were sore. Like I was definitely feeling it, but I ran like 2.5 miles. Then I did a 10-minute pace, and I'm like, I'm not in shape for running at all, like whatsoever. I stopped. I do cardio sparingly because I'm going back into show prep in January. So like, I'm just kind of like whatever. But I was like, it's all mental. Like it's crazy how much running really is all mental. Your mind tells you to stop, but like I'm at the point now where I've ran 13 miles. I'm like, dude, 3 miles, 4. Please, dude. I don't even, it doesn't even bother me. Like, there's no turn off switch at a mile because you're like, I'm dying. No, I ran 13 and really know what it's like to almost die. So it's just nothing.
No, see, for me, it's like I think the most I've ever ran at one time. I remember in 8th grade, we used to do the 8-minute runs. No. What was it called? 12-minute runs.
I don't know.
I think it was a 12-minute run. I can't remember what it is. I'm going to say it's a 12-minute run because you literally had to run for 12 minutes. Like, you couldn't walk. And the PE coach, this was in 7th or 8th grade, I can't remember, which was junior high for sure. And I did 2 miles. And I was starting my 3rd, so my 9th lap when the 12-minute timer hit. So I basically hit 2 miles, 2 6-minute miles. And I was like, holy crap, I really do that? And the PE coach was like, dude, you really did that. And I couldn't believe it. Because I had never gotten close to that before.
As a kid, you're like, it's just crazy what you can do.
Oh, what it was, I'll tell you, I know exactly what it was. This is for me in junior high. There is no time in my life where I have felt less comfortable in my skin and more out of place than in junior high. And I think that's probably pretty common for most people, right? It's an awful time of
junior high is like a changing period.
Oh, dude,
everybody looks weird.
Everybody sounds weird. It is the worst. And there was never a time in my life where I was unsure of who I was. I was totally unsure of who I was at that point because I was like, oh, this was definitely 8th grade. I know because 7th grade, I was like a great football player. I was in the starting lineup as the middle linebacker, blah, blah, blah. 8th grade came, and for some reason, I didn't have the same drive at the start of football camp. I didn't have the same coaches. And so I was a little bit scared, a little bit timid, and I ended up getting put into the 5th quarter. You heard of 5th quarter stuff? You know what 5th quarter is? Yeah. I'm not sure if you know it because where you went, they had small schools.
Yeah, I know what it is because it's down here.
Okay, because down
we
here. We didn't
have that.
By the way, for anybody who does not know, there's no such thing as 5 quarters because that is literally doesn't make sense. Okay, quarter is a fourth, right? What the 5th quarter was for all the schlubs who weren't good enough to play in the regular game, got to play.
It was like the pregame.
It was the postgame.
Oh, see, they do it now. They do it now in pregame.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they do it all now.
For all you idiots who couldn't play, weren't good enough, but you were on the team.
And it's only in Pop Warner. I don't think it's in like junior high and stuff anymore. Okay, but it's
I didn't
in
even know
Pop
how many
Warner.
Junior highs had tackle programs.
It's in Pop Warner. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I think they all still do.
I know. Well, maybe they do. I mean, it doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is, this is where all you tools who couldn't play got to play a quarter and, get out there and do something, right? So, and I was like confident shot, had acne all over my face, couldn't even put my helmet on because I was afraid I was going to pop 18 pimples on my forehead. Like, dude, the worst, right? Just the worst. And so when it came to PE class or team sports class, I had determined in my brain I was going to be better than literally anybody because I didn't know who I was. If I didn't know who I was, at least I was going to be the best at this sport, whatever it was. And so when it came to that 12-minute run, I was like, all right, I'm going to beat everybody. And I beat everybody by like a lap and a half. And so like I was like, dang, man, maybe I should do cross country. Glad I didn't do that. Oh, man. Not to say anything against y'all who are on cross country. Good for you. But that was not for me.
So circling back, these old people doing stuff, right? So we had a guy show up who was probably in his late 40s, okay? He's a guy that sits on the couch. I actually took a picture of him because it was just funny. But you can tell in his mind, he is Superman. In his mind, he has said that I am in shape. I'm a good-looking dad. Like, I am a guy that's like, I am better looking. I'm better shape than most people.
Yeah.
Bro, he couldn't do the push-ups. Couldn't do the sit-ups. Almost passed out during the 300. And then decided he wasn't even going to run the mile and a half. And he was so mad at himself. Like, you could see just like the pure anger, disappointment in his, like, it was like he finally got a reality check that just, I'm like, bro, what did you expect? You didn't even train for this. Dude, we have women show up who they have to do 15 push-ups, okay? Mm-hmm. I don't believe in that. We'll talk about that later at another time, but because I believe in gender bias.
100%
right?
with you.
It doesn't matter.
100% with you.
But anyway, especially if you're doing the same job as a male. So anyway,
they
show up, bro. They have never done a push-up, and they think they can do 15, and they can't do one.
Yeah.
We had a girl come from California. She couldn't do a push-up. Like, dude, you're not going to make it. Like, hello? Like, how do you not? You know what you're supposed to do before you get here, and you're going to show up and haven't done one push-up?
Haven't even thought about trying to
do one? Any of it. Well, I thought I could. You just watched a reel and thought, I can figure this out. So it's crazy how people look at themselves and like our society. We can't bench 225. Less than 1% of the population can bench 225. That's crazy.
See, and again, where I go back to, I have to recognize because when I was in high school, I remember the first time I got 225, thinking I was a monster among men.
Well, because in high school,
I was 17 years old.
But in high school, that's a pretty big deal, right?
Yeah.
But you were probably, how much did you weigh in high school?
160 pounds.
That's what I'm saying. So like that is a big deal in high school. It absolutely is. But as you get older as a male. And again, I sit on this throne of I go to the gym, and I get it. It doesn't make sense to people, like, and everybody's listening can argue, well, I don't have time to do that, or don't give me the time talk. Like, everybody has time. You just don't want to make time. That's what it really comes down to. You can, and that's okay, right?
And it's also, it's not easy.
It's not.
It is not easy.
But don't say you don't have time. You're not willing to make time.
Yes.
There's a difference, and this doesn't make you a bad person. But don't ever say I don't have time to do that. You have time to do anything. Mm-hmm. You got 24 hours a day that you're awake. You can be awake. You're
and your
choosing.
phone tells you how much time you spend staring at it.
So and that's the thing. Time. We all have. How many times do people sit in front of their phone for an hour and a half before they go to bed
and not even recognize it?
You have no idea because you get stuck in a real rabbit hole, and before you know it, I've blown up every one of my friends with every reel I can.
Bro,
I'm guilty of it.
You know how bad it is for me, dude. You're my victim.
Well, because there'll be times where you don't have nothing to do, and you're like, oh, I'm sitting here. All of a sudden, before you know it, I'm like, bro, I blasted a bunch of reels right now. Like, I'm down. And every reel's 30 seconds to a minute.
Dude,
it gets me through cardio, bro. I swear. I will watch TikTok and lose time.
At the end of every week is when I tell myself I am not looking at any more social media. And then Monday morning comes and I'm sitting on the toilet. Bam.
Bro, I don't know how you. I get it. We had magazines back then, but man, dude, I don't.
Dude, I read
couldn't
so much
imagine.
National Geographic.
Like some stupid stuff, dude, on the back. Anything, the back of like shampoo bottles. You know,
anything you can read. Anything. You can read.
Like now, it's like how do you take a deuce without a freaking phone? Like, dude, I feel like I'm back in the Stone Age if I don't have my phone with me. I'm like, this is boring.
Do you remember reading the back of cereal boxes?
Anything.
Like,
when you're sitting there eating cereal,
eating breakfast. Yeah. What's the ingredients in this? I don't understand what nutrition facts are, but what are they? What, dude? Anything. No, but
you couldn't pronounce any of them because that's how this country works. That's why we're all. Did you see that? I saw a study that they took 100 kids who had ADHD and they took out all the processed food and gave them natural foods, like good food. Yeah. And within like a week, completely different children.
See, now I had not seen that study, but that is something that's really not that difficult for me to believe.
Not me at all.
It's not hard for me to believe that at all.
Crazy.
I also saw this other reel. This one cracked me up because this one was very funny. Someone is like, "Oh man, how great is it to be living in medieval times where everybody eats organic food. We have sunshine every single day, plenty of vitamin D, and all the beef is free range. No chicken has a cage. Like just going on all the things that we talk about now." And then the guy's like talking about it, it's like, "Oh, it's so great." Puts his hand back and it gets a thorn in his thumb. It's like, "Oh no, I just got a thorn in my thumb." It's like, "Oh, it's okay. You'll be all right." And then the flash to his tombstone. One of the bad parts about living back without modern medicine. You can have all these things right here. No modern medicine. Thorn prick can kill you, man.
You're out.
Yeah, you're done for. Have you ever seen A Million Ways to Die in the West?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Very similar, hilarious. The whole idea, like you could die from just anything.
Yeah,
just anything was gonna get. One guy gets crushed by a giant block of ice because they've never seen ice before, and it gets delivered. Bam, crushed, completely done for. Paper cut, guy's gone, or his hand gets chopped off or something.
Paper
like that.
cut.
Dude, paper cuts are the worst, man.
Oh, those are miserable, dude.
It's crazy how something so small can be.
It's like
so
biting
painful.
your nail too low.
Oh yeah, dude. Now that's something I have not done in a long time. Once I found out the best way to get a parasite is by biting your nails. Once I found that out, I was done.
Still doesn't deter me. Parasites about. Maybe I'll thin out.
Oh no, they'll kill you, man.
Dude, I don't know how. I don't even know why. Dude, I hate it. It's the one thing I wish I could get, like, habit that I have that's like I can't. And I catch myself all the time, but I'm like, it's not a nervous tick because I don't do when I'm nervous. It's just like, I don't know. Like, you don't even think about it before you know it. I'm like, oh, dude, I should stop doing that.
Yeah. There's certain weird things. Like,
I think somebody told me, like, if you, like, your gallbladder, I think, like, so if you take some, like, it's amazing how many, or maybe it's something in your body you get taken out.
Yeah.
All the fingernail slippings from people that bite their nails are like, because you don't know, you think you're getting rid of the ones, but over the years, I'm
dude,
like,
that's
kind of gross. But then again, I'm like, oh well, whatever.
Gonna go and bite this right
whatever.
Here. It looks like it's right.
Yeah, the chemical I'm putting in my body with this energy drink, I don't even know.
Oh,
you know,
so
that's
whatever.
True.
That's true. I love the guys that go and talk about all the chemicals in energy drinks, and then they show like this is akin to like a apple. Like the amount of whatever's in this is the same as one apple. So you're telling me you shouldn't eat an apple because of this?
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely still like something where I have to tell myself, definitely not good. It's definitely not good.
You know what? It tastes good though.
It does taste good, and it tastes a heck of a lot better than ever. Like, here's my biggest problem with energy drinks. It's not that they're like all these different artificial sweeteners in them. It's the fact that they're loaded with caffeine. When in reality, I just want something that tastes good with no sugar, and that just doesn't exist. Like, Coke Zero is about as good as it gets from me.
Have you had Dr. Pepper Zero?
I don't like Dr. Pepper.
Okay, so you won't like it then, because to me that is the best.
Zero sugar.
Yes, I love Coke Zero. I'm on board with you. Like it's Coke Zero is crisp or something, but like I love Dr. Pepper, and I gave it up a long time ago because of all the sugar. And Diet's cool. Like for me on a hot day, a Diet Dr. Pepper's hits. But dude, Diet Dr. Pepper Zero, it is as close as you can get to the norm, like taste wise for me.
And that's the way I feel about Coke Zero. I'm like, this is as close as I'm getting to Coke.
Yeah,
Diet Coke to me tastes terrible.
It's delicious.
I do not like Diet Coke at all.
Oh yeah, see, either one of those. Coke Zero is better, but I just don't. It's funny how many people still don't drink diet, and they'll diet everything they can when they drink regular soda. And I'm like, you understand if you just cut sugar out of your diet, like how much weight you could lose if you're a person who doesn't pay attention to anything, if you just cut out sugar in your diet,
dude. And that's also one of the hardest things to do. I remember telling you I did like a hardcore 40-day diet where I was no sugar added, no sugar, no processed oils, and there was one other thing, no added oil. and there's one other thing I can't remember what it is. But dude, trying to find things that didn't have any sugar, just go to the grocery store.
It's crazy.
It was like I can't believe everything has sugar. Everything.
Well, and it's not so much like the big things, even though it is. It's the seasonings they're putting on those things. So you're like, oh, well, yeah, I could get bacon. Bacon's cured in sugar. What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, had no idea.
No, now you're okay, can't have that. You're like why?
Every salad dressing's got sugar.
Yeah,
like, something you wouldn't think has any sugar in it.
Yeah, and it's like why? Because it's a preservative. Because it's why it sits on your shelf for 17 years and doesn't go bad. Like,
and also, it's addictive.
It absolutely
sugar is the most addictive substance on the planet. So guess what I do?
That's what I would tell somebody if they were like, hey, I just want one piece of advice. I've never dieted before. I eat whatever I want. How can I lose weight? Cut sugar out of your diet. Literally just read ingredients. Don't do it. And you can still have all kinds of good food. There's plenty of good food, but just when you get a drink, you want a soda, have a diet soda. Well, there's fake sugar in it. It doesn't matter. Trust me.
It's not sugar.
It's not sugar. And we could argue that, well, you don't know what aspartame and all this stuff's going to do. You're right, but we know what sugar does.
We do know what sugar does.
And we know that it's terrible for you. Yeah. So just cut it out. Like if you just do that one simple thing, read the back of ingredients on everything that you put in your body, you'd be surprised. And you can still go to In-N-Out. In-N-Out doesn't show sugar on their food. Like they just don't. They're a more of a natural ingredient as much as you can. You're still frying French fries, but you can get good fast food if you're a fast food. But you're not going to go to Taco Bell, right?
Right.
That's
the
not going to happen.
The problem I have with In-N-Out is, guys,
they're delicious.
Coke Zero. I don't want Diet Coke. Diet Coke's terrible.
But you know, if you had a lot of the biggest complaint with them is their fries are like
too small.
But they're like flimsy. They're just kind of soft.
They don't extra crispy them.
Oh, we had this conversation. I think. Yeah. That's all I get now, bro.
Baby.
It is so. It is, dude. It's a game changer at In-N-Out, dude.
Absolutely.
You tell me you want well done, and it come out, and you're like, this just fixed the only problem I had with In-N-Out, and it wasn't a big problem.
No,
it wasn't a hey, let's not go there because of it problem. It was a wish I could make it better.
It's funny how you would say French fries, and this would remind me. I went to Luca's in Coolidge.
Lucas. Oh, Lucas. The chicken place.
The China place. Yeah, the chicken place from Rocky Point.
And?
It was good. I was not upset. Now, granted, I didn't get the chicken.
Was it yellow?
I didn't get the chicken.
What did you get?
I got a, quesabirria. That's what I got. I was just in the mood. I wanted beef. Quesabirria. She was supposed to be getting a chicken taco, but they ended up giving her a carne asada taco because one thing you will find out if you ever go there, you say one word, it's like you're in a cave. That room echoes beyond belief.
Really?
And the lady behind the counter, very strong accent. You can't understand what she's saying. She can't understand what you're saying. So it is, by the roll of the dice, she's getting your order right. But my brother-in-law did get the chicken, and he said it was great.
Did it look yellow?
It looked yellow.
Oh, then okay, I'm in.
Isn't it the only time in your life you ever said yellow chicken?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to experience it to understand that this place is in Rocky Point's amazing.
It's the place. Everybody goes to Lucas Chicken in there.
And for I think we fed 10 of us for like $40.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure here it's expensive.
Yeah, I say the price does not translate. I can tell you that.
Oh, that's what I would say. Oh, I guess they're not having Rocky Point prices here.
Nope. But it was still good. And with that said, Chalet got a side of French fries. Delicious.
Oh.
Straight, dude. I don't expect to get great French fries at a Mexican restaurant that's based out of Rocky Point, but they were real good.
I love French fries. I don't know.
French fries are so
they're
great.
just everything about them.
Dude, fried potatoes. Just fried potatoes, man.
No, yeah.
Potatoes have got to be like the most versatile thing ever.
And they're so good for you.
They're so good.
Yeah.
You can put them in anything, and they're great.
Yeah, soup, everything, bro. Potato soup's one of my favorite soups, dude. I don't even know why.
Because it's freaking delicious. That's why. Like I said, the most versatile thing in the world. Now you understand why when the Irish couldn't have any potatoes, they said, screw this island, we're gone. If we don't have potatoes, man, we got nothing.
Man, they are no joke. They're delicious. Man.
This is a hard left turn. But they're
Phillip Rivers, people.
Close.
Back to that.
Back to the Indianapolis Colts.
Yes.
Do you not feel horribly bad for Daniel Jones? Indiana Jones.
What happened to him? I don't know what happened.
First off, he's having an amazing season with.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
Amazing season with.
We know it's the Giants, not Daniel Jones.
Yeah, exactly. So he's having an amazing season with them. He breaks his tibia, so one of the bones in your shin, right? And he says, "I'm going to play through it." Okay, admirable. He can play through it. He's obviously not going to be able to run like normal. He can still move around in the pocket. There's going to be some pain, but he's going to do it. Dude, the next game.
Shatters it.
No. Tears his Achilles.
Oh, that's right. That's what he did. We were talking about that. I forgot. I'm talking about what I knew, but yeah, that's right. His Achilles. He drops back.
Yes, I feel.
Is it the same leg?
I think it's the same leg.
It's got to be why, bro, because your body's probably like overcompensating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the opposite because of the compensation. Whatever it is, like an Achilles in a leg. Like, and the thing that makes me feel so bad for him, if he finishes this season healthy, he's getting a multi-year contract.
Oh, yeah.
Someone is going to sign him just like.
Well, and if they still do comeback player of the year, or he's in that running. Yeah, he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and nobody expected, and he had them playing at a fantastic pace.
Well, and Jonathan Taylor helps.
I definitely having one of the best running backs in the league helps for sure.
But still, he has to perform, and he's done well.
Yes, I was going to say this, but having a quarterback that's competent also certainly helps Jonathan Taylor.
For sure.
That's my argument against getting Lamar Jackson, the MVP, when you've got Derrick Henry in the backfield. Like, the pressure's taken off. But anyway, so going back to this, Daniel Jones was definitely going to be getting a multi-year contract. Someone is going to give him the Sam Darnold deal, right? Not going to happen now. Now he's out for a year, man.
You never know.
No, he's out for
maybe the Colts will do it though.
I don't think so. I think they might sign him.
They're going to re-sign Phillip Rivers for a 3-year extension.
He's going to go playing past Tom Brady, dude.
Oh my god!
Can you believe this,
bro? Like, I don't know if I'm a 21-year-old defensive end and Phillip Rivers is the quarterback. I'm telling him I am chirping at him the whole game, bro. I'm breaking your hip. You better pray that you let go of that ball soon enough, bro.
But also saying this:
if I got one step, it's enough.
Phillip Rivers is pretty famous for his chirping back, dude.
Oh yeah, he's very well known for that.
And without cussing. That was if you ever listen to a mic'd up Phillip Rivers, it is the funniest thing in the world. Freak you, man. Freak you.
Yeah, no.
It is comical. But also had a crazy mouth, dude. The guy would never shut up. He was constantly chirping to everybody.
Yeah. But he's going to get, I would be chirping at him hard. But the crappy part is if you're a 21-year-old kid and you chirp at him and he owns you one,
you're done.
That sucks, bro. Like you break his hip, they're like, bro, you're 21, he's 45.
Yeah.
There's no win there for you, dude. If you win or lose, you're not really winning anything if you're
like
21.
It's like being a guy wrestling a girl.
Yeah.
If you lose, you lose.
Yeah.
If you win, you still lose.
Yeah. You're like, bro,
there's nothing
really?
to say here. Oh, dude. All right, so now we've got the good stuff out of the way. Now we have to talk about the hard stuff. Okay. Cowboys.
They got to win out.
They have to win out. Now, luckily.
Bro, but that game was some bull. There was some call. That offensive pass interference.
I agree. I texted you about that in real time.
I'm like, come on, dude. Like I don't like to blame the refs on anything because I think it's a hard thing to do. We all get emotional. We want to blame the refs. Sure. Like, unless you're the Chiefs, and the Chiefs have been buying refs for years, but whatever.
And before that, the Patriots.
Yeah. So, but I'm like, dude, how? Like, when you have a former referee in the booth and he's like, that is not that. And that's a game-changing moment, dude.
It was 100%. That would have tied the game. That would have tied the game right there.
Yeah.
And now instead they're going back 10 yards. Like, the one thing I will say is, and this is not a defense of that referee, but it is one of those things where you say there has to be extenuating circumstances which you can review things like this. I understand why we don't allow reviews of penalties. I understand why. That's opening a Pandora's box. We use review way too much anyway. The game slows on so much. But that's a moment where a referee who threw the flag with his back to the play, not his back. He's looking at the back of that defender when Ferguson did the swim move, right?
Yeah.
That he's seeing that. He doesn't see the fact that Ferguson basically hardly touched the defender at all.
Yeah.
It was a clean swim.
We do this. They do this thing now where, like, after instant review, the call was overturned or it's out of bounds or whatever. That's one of those things that, hey, after instant review.
Yeah, that New York is in there watching real time. And
like,
saying,
that is not, nope, pick up that flag.
They 100% should have pulled that.
And they should have, because that changes the whole thing. And now the Cowboys, I mean, I don't know. I'm
now, wait a minute. He didn't score it. He didn't catch.
He wouldn't have, but it still would have dragged him up. They're close.
They would have been super close.
He makes the swim move inside the 5-yard line. Like, now you get if you either call no penalty at all, or you call one
no penalty,
right? Or you call it on the defense, right? Maybe like illegal contact or something down. But either way, you're not backed up 10 yards, and your play call is different.
I agree.
So
because I would say it wasn't that he caught the ball. But it definitely changes things a lot. You changes your playbook, it changes it a lot. And it was deciding. It was a deciding penalty for sure. Also, I'd say this, for the Lions, they didn't come out on top of that because they lost their best safety for the year. Brian Branch on that play, I can't remember what he did, but he's gone. It might have been a torn Achilles on that one too. Because he came down on Ferguson funky. And he's easily their best.
And the Eagles have to lose, I think, 2 more times, which the Eagles are choking on everything.
The Eagles
did you watch that Chargers game?
Bro.
Oh, my God.
The 2 turnovers in 30 seconds for the Eagles?
That was like watching like 2 8th grade res teams play football, dude.
I know, dude.
It was like, what?
That was awful. And oh, my gosh, dude. That's one of those things where, like, the Eagles are falling apart. I didn't think that they would. Well, I still don't think it's going to happen. I still think that they'll win enough to where the Cowboys won't win the division. But I did not think when we had this discussion a month ago that it was even a possibility. I looked at you and was like, oh, dude, you're 100% fan glasses right here telling me it's going to happen. Holy crap. And the Eagles are falling apart, and they're doing them every
the Chargers are playing well. They're not great, but the Chargers they're playing well. They're not an easy win, but
Justin Herbert's also playing injured.
Oh, yeah, his hand. He just had hand surgery.
Yeah, he's also playing injured. So it's not like the Eagles were going in like facing a full force. Oh, and forget this. The Chargers don't have either of their tackles. Both of their tackles are out for the season. They lost their left tackle at the beginning of the season. They moved their right tackle, Joe Alt, over to the left because Rashawn, I can't remember his first name. Anyway, left tackle's out. And then he's out after like 4 or 5 weeks of the season. So like they're playing backup tackles, and the Eagles couldn't get them. Like losing a starting left tackle is no small thing.
That's the second highest paid player on the field. Nobody really knows that, but that's the truth of it.
Oh, yeah.
He is in charge of the blind side of most quarterbacks, right? Like, because they're all right-handed with the exception of maybe one.
Tua.
Yeah, Tua.
Vic.
Yeah, that's about it. Well,
Vic. I can't think of many left-handed quarterbacks. There really aren't that
Byron Leftwich.
Was he lefty?
No. What's his name? He was a Jaguar, though. Mark Brunell.
Oh, Mark Brunell was a lefty.
Steve Young.
Steve Young was lefty?
Yeah.
I don't remember Steve Young being a lefty. I'm not saying he's not.
No, you don't remember Steve Young being a lefty?
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to believe you.
But
I am going to check you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I believe you.
Steve Young, yeah, he's a lefty.
All right, let's check it out. Football Reference.
I'm trying to think of Mark Brunell, Michael Vick.
Tua and Vic were the only two that I thought
of. There's another one. There's another lefty. I don't think so, actually. I think that's it. That's the biggest names you can think of.
He's a lefty. Good job, dude.
I hate the Niners, bro. So I know enough about them because I hate them.
What's funny is, growing up, I idolized Steve Young. But this is also a thing to know. For me, growing up, I didn't know my rights and left until I was a senior in high school. When it was time for the play call, right? Coach is saying, all right, blast left. I would do this and put my thumbs on my thigh pads. Look down. I'm like, okay, left side. Like, that's how I had to do it every single time. But it's because I was ambidextrous. And so I didn't have a dominant hand.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really know. Like, I didn't figure out how to, like,
you just knew it was this way or that way?
Yeah. That's like, and I was telling somebody, I was one of those weird kids that was, like, hyper obsessed with compass directions.
North, south,
east, and west. So if somebody gave me directions and say turn left, I'm like, am I turning west or am I turning like east? Like, which direction you mean? Left. I'm like, you can't tell me which, like, where's the mountain? Tell me which side of the mountain. Like, I would always do that, thinking I was a smart one, right? In reality,
it is funny how many kids are directionally challenged, though. Like when you talk about compass direction, right? And how many are somebody just born with it? Like, I don't have a problem finding north. Like you don't. I don't. It's almost like I have like it's just an internal compass that says that way's north. Like it's maybe not directly north, but I know that
about
this area is north. You know
yeah.
I mean? Like,
right
there. But then you got people that are like clueless in their world, and they're like,
Dude, I have a buddy who's probably one of the smartest people I know. He is super successful, right? Financially, right? Doing well. Has his own business, doing very, very well. Very, very smart. He has to put in directions to everywhere he goes and listens to his GPS. I'm going to get there. Everywhere he goes. And he used to live like 2 miles from me. He'd have to get my address every single time he's coming over. And I was just like, dude, you can't. And dude, I kid you not, it's a straight line. It was literally, he'd get onto this road right here, follow it south. That's all he had to do.
That's crazy because it's such a simple thing, but not.
But it just also just shows that people's brains are wired differently because the things that he knows and figures out intuitively, I have no idea. I couldn't figure that out.
Well, I think you're just born with it or not. Like, dude, I remember Ava would have like when she'd sit in the car seat. And we'd go to Kara's house, right from our house. She's lived in our house pretty much since she was a baby.
Yeah,
and we'd go the same way. You go down Queen Creek, go up to Osmo. Dude, if we went towards Haas and went down to Riggs instead, she would like freak out. No, we're going wrong way. And I'm like, no, we're not, bro. There are multiple ways to get there.
Dude, Rhea does the same thing anytime I'm going to my parents or Schlei's parents. If I go a route that she's not used to, Daddy, this isn't the way to Grandma's house. It is. Daddy, I know this is not the right way. This is not the way. I'm like, baby, do you think I know where I'm going? Nope, you don't know where you're going because I know the way. And then we'll magically end up there and I'll turn to, hey, did I know where she's going? I'm like, yeah, I guess you did, but you didn't go the right way. And it's just like, no matter what, it is in her head. She knows which way to go.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that's a super young age. How do they
That's what I'm saying. Like, Ava was that age. She was 3 or 4 years. And she's like, no. And I'm like, will you chill out and just stop backseat driving?
Dude, I remember when Benton, he was obsessed at 4 years old. I remember he was like, because this was right when Ray was born, which was when he was 4. He was obsessed with knowing what city we were in. He had to know what city we were
Still in Mesa.
Yeah, and
Still in Mesa.
No matter where we would go,
Yeah.
Mesa. Oh, we're in Queen Creek now. Okay, and then we'd get into Tempe. Dad, is this Tempe? Yes, this is Tempe. And or are we in Phoenix yet? Almost. And he'd ask all the time until we got there. And then so he would know like where the dividing lines were all the time. And it was a weird thing. I mean, I'm looking at this kid like he's definitely my son.
He's gonna be a pilot.
Weird obsession. Yeah, like
Something weird.
Yeah, this is weird freaking stuff, but obviously an obsession with his. Yeah. Last, and this is the real sad thing. The Cardinals suck.
Bro.
So bad.
I would hate to be a Cardinal fan.
It's not as bad as you think.
Whatever, bro. It almost gets worse every year. Just when you think it can't get worse, it gets worse.
Okay, and here's the reason why I'm saying it's not as bad as you think. We have no expectations. We have only
Every year, Michael Bidwell says, we're going to be the top. He's so dumb.
Dude, you get to the point where you just really do understand, like, hey, listen, I'm just not going to listen to him. And we've been to the mountaintop without cresting it once. In my life, we made it to the Super Bowl one time. And it was the greatest Super Bowl I've ever watched. Okay?
Antrell Roll's fault.
Antrell Roll, 100% at fault. He's the reason why we don't have rings in the city.
Yep.
100% Antrell Roll. And I'm not discounting what you did to get us there. I am discounting what you did on that specific play when Larry Fitzgerald would have absolutely chased down James Harrison. You got in his way.
How does nobody chase down a 300-pound defensive end?
Yeah, dude. And it sounded like he was running
98 yards.
98 yards. And he got there. And he's tackled at the line, falls over the guy tackling him, and ends up in the end zone. Yeah. Most influential play probably in Super Bowl history.
Bro, I can't imagine. Even if I'm on the opposite end in the end zone and I see that he's the guy running, if I'm a receiver, I'm like, there is no way. Like, I am selling my soul to catch this dude before he gets in the end zone. You take an angle, nope. Nobody said nah. They're
the thing is Larry still caught him. Just caught him like a second late after running into him, chasing him down. Larry Fitzgerald, bless you. You're just an amazing
I'm kind of angry at him, but
I know
I'm not a
you've
fan,
had your
but
reasons.
it's just come out and do something like for the fans. Like, dude, it ain't about you. The only reason you have everything you have is because of the fans. That's it.
I had the same feelings with Steve Nash for a while.
Yeah.
Because and
I'm not even like a Cardinal fan. Like, I don't care. Like, it ain't for me, but it's just like people who are diehard Larry Fitzgerald wearing jersey guys, like, you just disappear.
Because it's still definitely the jersey you see at State Farm Stadium.
It's just crazy that's
Is that State Farm Stadium called anymore?
Yeah.
It's still called State Farm?
Yeah, because it was University of Phoenix. Now it's State Farm.
I didn't know if they changed it.
No, not yet.
Because Sun Stadium's changed the names, like I feel like every other season.
They need to rebuild that stadium.
They just refurbished the whole thing. Have you been
then maybe they need to redo the Bob at weather. They need to redo them all.
Yeah,
We just need to mow them
Chase
all
Field
over.
needs some work for sure. Oh gosh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, no, the Cardinals are absolutely awful. And now they've finally said Kyler Murray is out for the season. Anybody who had any brains knew that when they put him on IR, it was for the season. He's not coming back.
Yeah, hopefully he's out for the team.
No, that's what I mean. I'm almost positive that everything says he's done. They're not bringing him back. This offseason, they'll find a way to either cut him, trade him, or what. I mean, he's not coming back to the team. I will be shocked if he's the quarterback, if he's on the team, not even if he's the quarterback, if he's on the team in 2026. It's just not happening. But that also means we got really nothing to look forward to. We have an amazing tight end, Trey McBride. Fantastic. We might have a good receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't know. He hasn't shown that he's great.
You just need a quarterback.
Even with Jacoby Brissett, he hasn't been doing much. I mean, Michael Wilson, since Marvin Harrison Jr. has been hurt, has turned into freaking Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
He's got like 25 catches in 25 catches in 2 games. 25 catches in 2 games. He had the league most in yardage and touchdowns. And then Marvin Harrison Jr. comes back for a game. He doesn't do much. Marvin Harrison Jr. out the next game. Michael Wilson, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards again. Like, I don't know.
And they still lost.
Yeah, we got crushed. Oh my gosh, did we get crushed? Complete inability to stop.
It was
the Rams
close. They scored first. We scored first.
It was
I was
10
like,
to 10.
I was like, dang.
10-10.
No.
And then it's 24-10 at halftime. And then final score
45-17.
Yeah. And that is only because the Rams completely took their foot off the gas.
Well, and I don't think, and even Matthew Stafford was on the site. Like, he wasn't
Yeah,
going to
he
play.
didn't even play like the final 8 minutes of the game. Because, I mean, again, if you're the Rams, why would you? I'm not putting my guy back out there to get hurt.
Yeah, who's their backup? You got Bennett and some other guy.
Oh, on their team, Stetson Bennett
and the other guy. They got one more.
I don't
I
remember.
don't know who it was. I can't remember.
I have no idea. All I know is this is as bleak as it has looked in a long time for the Cardinals, and it's especially bad when you are one of the worst teams and there's no real quarterback prospect to get excited about coming in the draft. There just isn't. Like there's no guy we're like, oh man, give me that guy. It's just like kind of like when we had the number 1 pick when Kyler Murray came out. Is it Kyler Murray or is it Nick Bosa? Which one do we pick?
We should have picked Bosa.
I think they're both. I wouldn't want either one of them.
Well, I don't think we did anything. I think you could have got your quarterbacks you can do a lot with all you need is an average quarterback and you need a good like running back. You need, you know what I mean? Like, or a good receiver. Your quarterback position. Line. Yeah, but your quarterback doesn't have to be a first round Heisman Trophy winner. They've proven that over and over and over again with all the other success stories that those guys aren't.
True, but still the most successful quarterbacks are typically taken in the first round of the draft. There are exceptions to that rule. I'm not saying there aren't. Tom Brady being the most famous of those.
Right.
But we're talking about the greatest of all time. Like, he is the greatest of all time.
Right.
So we can't exactly use him as the tentpole because he is the exception to that rule. But I mean, the best quarterbacks in the league right now are who? Patrick Mahomes, first round. Josh Allen, first round. Lamar Jackson, first round. Joe Burrow, first round. Give me another one.
Dak Prescott, first round.
Fourth round. Dak Prescott was fourth round.
Really? I don't even know.
Yeah, Dak
I know he was in 2015 or whatever.
Yeah, I remember him being like, "Oh man, check this out." And that's where I keep coming back to. Jerry Jones isn't completely inept. He just is. He wants the team to be good enough to maintain status,
to maintain brand.
Yeah, but you're not going to win again because I don't know. I also will say this on recorded line. I didn't think that the trade that they made for Doc Parsons was that bad. I thought it was an all right trade. And I did think it was funny. I thought that when they got Quinnen Williams, that was a good trade because Quinnen Williams is a legit defensive tackle. Add him with Kenny Clark, who they got in the other trade. So I went on there and said, I think these are good moves. And they're kind of paying off to be that way. I still wouldn't trade Micah Parsons.
Yeah, he hasn't done very much. I mean, he's done okay up there, but he's not like, he didn't seem to have the name. Well, the problem is he's not playing for the Cowboys, so there's not a bunch of recognition like there would be if he was playing for the Cowboys. He's probably having a good season.
Oh, he's having a very good season.
But you don't hear about him.
The thing about Micah, his sack numbers aren't looking like, oh my gosh, this guy is going to be Reggie White or anything like that. But his pressure numbers are fantastic.
Well, and he causes so much
so much chaos.
Yeah,
he causes so much chaos. Even if he's not getting to the quarterback, he's causing problems.
Yeah.
And like I said, I still wouldn't have traded him, but I didn't think the trade was that bad. And if the Cowboys do make this a magical run, then who's the guy right there that gets all the credit?
Jerry Jones.
Also the guy who gets all the flack. But he wants it that way.
Ugh.
That's literally the way he wants it to be. Anyway, I got nothing else, man. You good?
Good. Hopefully we get together again before. Oh, well, not Caden Roth. Just want to give him a shout out for having his, he's a 16-year-old boy repping a freaking JJ and Pug show in his truck so loud that his mom thinks that we're in the car.
It was his dad.
It was his dad.
Yeah,
okay.
Carl texts us both and says,
was that Carl? I thought it was Kara.
I thought it was Carl.
I don't freaking know, bro.
The way it comes through, it looks. I always have to triple check it.
Yeah, I don't even know. I thought it was Kara, but it could have been Carl.
I'm gonna look it up right now because I'm pretty sure. But
either
Carl.
way, he's a 16-year-old kid and his old school Chevy Silverado, and he's bumping the JJ and Pug show. I mean, I love it. And the Rams are terrible, Caden, but just
suck Caden. I can't.
And I tried, bro. Hey, listen, Caden. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really, really, really almost tried to get you like a Merry Christmas from Matthew Stafford as he walked by, but I just couldn't get myself to ask.
And you were right to not.
Right. And it was really pregame. It was way early when he first got there and he walked out back in his jeans and a t-shirt. I'm like, if I could just get him to say, "What up, Caden," on a video, that'd be the best Christmas gift ever. But,
dude.
But I'm like, I just can't ask, dude. I'm just not. Dude, oh my gosh. They had a 61-year-old guy jump on the field to get an autograph at the end of the game.
What an idiot.
I talked to the guy. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I'm just trying to get an autograph. I'm like, how old are you? He goes, I'm 61. I said, you're not a child, bro. Yeah, what are you doing?
How do you not know how this is going to end, you freaking idiot?
I'm just like, wow. Go ahead, bro. I mean, they're going to take you to jail probably. I don't know. You're dumb. Like, well, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Now you get a trespassing from the stadium. You have to take a class, which is like $300 to even be able to buy a ticket again or show up because facial rec will snag you when you're coming in. It's like all that for what? An autograph from a Ram player? He's a Rams fan too.
And you know what? That explains it.
Yeah,
that explains it.
Caden, don't go jumping on a field.
Idiots, man. Stupid LA Rams.
But
fans.
shout out to Caden. I'm glad you listen, buddy. It's just cool to hear. They have that kind of. He just enjoys it.
You're right. It was Kara, but I love the fact that she's like, I thought you guys were in his truck. He was revving it so loud.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were in his truck.
Yep.
Shout out to you, Caden. All right, don't breathe.
The JJ and Pug Show theme song was written, composed, and performed by Lane Hartman. Special thanks to Highland Communities for all the support given to our show. You can find the JJ and Pug Show podcast wherever you do listen to podcasts. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Remember to share the show with your friends and family and subscribe wherever you do listen. If you're able to, please feel free to support us by sending a donation to us by going to ko-fi.com/the JJ and Pug Show. That is ko-fi.com/the JJ and Pug Show. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for all the support, whether that is by simply listening, whether that is sharing it with a friend, or giving us that sweet, sweet cash. We truly appreciate it all. Thank you so much.